Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Monday, July the 15th, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading for the day. The Dow's up 19, the Nasdaq's up 5.5, the Russell's up 5.5, the S&P's up close to 2.5. We take a look at the commodities this morning here. They're pretty much flat to lower. You have USO for crude oil down 4 cents. GLD's pretty much flat. GDX gold miners flat. JJC copper is down 22 cents. Silver pretty much flat, down 2 cents. The VIX is down 2 cents, flat. Uh, Bonds are flat. Dollar is weak. I'm sorry, dollar is strong. Euro's weak. And we're just seeing a little mixed action today. We kind of started the session here off trading sideways, and then we started catching a bid going into like around 11 o'clock or so. There's plenty of stocks out there to trade, though. We'll go through a couple of those names here shortly. There's a lot of momentum action out there right now, and you just have to be in the right names to find it, and actually have to know what you're looking for as well with the different patterns and setups, which again we teach in our education course. If you're interested in that, you can give me a contact. You can give me a shout via email at ccooper@wallstreettrading.com, and we can give you more information on that. But there's definitely some momentum names out here in the market. We'll take a look at a couple of them. Let's just go through the charts first. I want to start off with the ETFs here. Taking a look at the SPY, you can see we had a slight little gap up that got faded. It filled the gap up, and we've been moving higher. Little triangle action here on the 15, and then we've been going up ever since. A little breakout right there. That's the SPY. We're at 168.21. All right, if we were to pull back, I would say watch for the opening price to act as support, as was acting as resistance right here. That's around 168. All right, if we take a look at the triple Qs here, the triple Qs, they were lagging a bit today, but then they finally caught up to some action. And you can see this one's just cruising along higher as well, gapped up slightly, sold off a little bit, right into that rising 8 EMA on the 15, and has been grinding up ever since, trying to fight its way back. There's some strong tech stocks out there as well. Apple's up $3.75 from the open. IBM is up $1.79 from the open. The solar stocks are strong today, which we'll take a look at those because we traded these solar stocks today as well. SPWR. Let's see. Let's go finish going through the market here. IWM, the small caps, Russell 2000 here, showing some nice relative strength today to the other indices, leading the way higher, as it is on the daily charts. You can see this one hit a high today of, let's see here, of 103.44. So, sorry, no, it hit a high today of 103.58. So I guess the next level you have to work off of, since this is making all-time highs, would be that 103.75 level, that quarter whole number level. And aside from that, everything's looking pretty good today. We're seeing some strength in some of the bank stocks. JP Morgan's acting a little bit weak, but we're seeing some strength in some of the bank stocks. We're seeing some strength in, again, some of the technology stocks. Microsoft up over 1%, Oracle up close to 2%. Solar stocks up pretty nice, FSLR, NTEP, SPWR. So there's some names out there. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at a couple of the names. Let's go and take a look at the ES here real quick. Show you guys what the action is on the ES. Nice little uptrend. We traded higher overnight. We had some news out today. Nothing real important. We had business inventories and a couple of retail sales I believe came out this morning. But either way, the market chopped around here for a bit and started cruising higher. So now we're holding this high bid. All right, you can see from overnight we were trading in a range between this 1672 area down here and this 1675. So as long as we can hold above 1675 half going into the afternoon session, that would be a possible area for a pullback, for a move back to the highs, or unless we just trade sideways and move higher. If we go back below 1675 and we start holding below the level, that would not be good at all. All right, you can see the 15-minute chart. That's a range. Had an alert go off on BAC 1392. Anyways, here, calling out alert for the room. So, yeah, the ES looking pretty good. Next levels you want to watch in the ES for resistance, you have 1680. And then the highs of the year, all-time highs is 1685, 1685.75. So that's going to be the levels you want to watch here. As far as stocks goes, let's take a look at some stocks that we were trading today. Again, we started the morning watching the financials. They were weak this morning. And then you have the solar stocks that were in play because they had some big news out regarding the government, possibly the Chinese possibly doing some action with the government over here or the energy department where they're going to be buying some of our. They'll be interested in doing some contracts with the solar company. Let me check the news here. China issues draft proposal of measures to support domestic solar industry, targeting a 5 times expansion of installed base to 35 gigawatt by 2015. I'm assuming that's what the 35 GW stands for. So either way, that caused a nice little action for momentum in the solars. So we were able to trade some of this some of this SPWR action today. All right, buying it around the 26.87 level, selling it around the 27.40s up there. Some decent action there. FSLR also gave you some decent action in the sector. All right, and then CSIQ, which I believe was the cleanest one to trade, had a nice little tight pattern right here. The cleanest one to trade offered the most price action to the top side. Plus, it was the one that had the news out, I believe, on it. All right. Also, there's some action in some of the banks. Actually, first, let's talk about the tech. There's some action in tech. Microsoft had a nice little move, consolidated underneath 36. We're on top of this one. We're actually long this name right now with 3604 with a stop at 35.90. This one's working out pretty well for us. Should be a nice little trending stock for the rest of the day. You can see on the hourly chart, you have a nice little pause bar, a little shakeout, and then boom, move to the top side. And then, again, the financials, they've been in play this morning. JP Morgan got hit pretty hard, weak stock today. You had Citigroup's been fading, but made a nice reversal, held a double bottom down there around 51.10. Keep an eye on this one as well for a move possibly back up towards pre-market highs 52.30. And then you had Goldman Sachs, which came down here and held the lows pretty decent and made a nice little move to the top. Pretty much just trading in the range now between this 160, 125 and this 163. So those are some names to watch. Keep an eye on those names. We'll catch you guys after the close for the after the bell market summary. If you have not been to the website yet, go check it out. WallStreetTrading.com. A lot of good information there. If you're in the Miami area or the South Florida area, we will be holding a meetup at our office down here in Coral Gables. If you want to find out more details on that, you can go to meetup.com and look up Wall Street Trading South Florida, or send me an email to ccooper at wallstreettrading.com to find out more details. Have a great day. Catch you guys after the close. Cheers.